WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. One person is dead, another injured after an 18-wheeler and SUV collide on Highway 45. It happened just before 7 o'clock this evening on Highway 45 between Air Base Texaco and the Dollar General. Troopers say a 2005 Chevy Trailblazer heading southbound collided with an 18-wheeler. The truck then ran off the road, landing on its side. The driver of the SUV was killed. The truck driver was taken to BMH. Highway 45 was closed from Mike Parra Road to Oakdale Park. Mississippi Highway Patrol is investigating that crash. It's not your usual must-see programming, but today TVs across the country were tuned in to watch as members of the Senate Judiciary Committee heard testimony during Judge Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation. Courtney Ann Jackson watched the proceedings with some college students.
The lessons weren't all in the classroom for these Millsap students today.
We're all literally at the brink of history right now, so that's pretty cool.
I just so happened to look at the TV and I just kind of got interested in seeing history. I mean, I feel like this is going to be really influential in history.
Several students congregated in the Student Center and, just like many Americans, couldn't break away as they listened to testimony from Ford and Kavanaugh.
We thought that this would be a really great thing to have here in a kind of more public common space for the students to see what's going on and also to be able to commune around it and have conversations around it.
I dropped in for some of those conversations and found that many wondered how it would compare to another similar history-making event that happened before they were even born.
I'm actually pretty interested in seeing how this relates to the Anita Hill hearings and kind of what's different from that hearing compared to this one, and how the effects of like the Me Too movement can impact this hearing as well.
I feel like it's important now that the whole country is listening and people are taking more, like a concern towards this issue, because I think it's an incredibly important issue, and I think it hasn't been looked into as much as it should be.
But not all students went into the day with opinions formed.
Well, I'm here kind of not having a bias either way, and I just really want to see how fairly this trial is played out and whether or not her claims are true or they're not.
Here at home late this afternoon, the National Guard rolls into Island Middle School in Louisville. A specialized team is checking the school out after dozens of students, faculty, and staff began showing up at Winston Medical Center with similar symptoms. Well, nearly 50 students and teachers have been treated at Winston Medical Center. Louisville School District Superintendent Randy Grierson says that they've ruled out a gas leak and carbon monoxide. But as a precaution, Island Middle School and the alternative school will be closed tomorrow. Well, switching gears now, it's time to get a first look at our forecast with meteorologist Jacob Riley. And Jacob, it's kind of fall-like out there tonight.
Yes, Scott, that cold front finally pushed through our area right now across much of northeastern Mississippi. We are sitting in the middle to even lower 60s down there in Oxford, 61 degrees right now, so fall is definitely in the air. Like I said, that cold front has pushed off to our south and east. Those winds had shifted out of the north and west, allowing for a little bit of drier air to move into our area, but that rain is gone. That high pressure system to the north is filtering that drier air in, and it will continue for the next couple of days. Scott?
All right, thanks very much, Jacob. Well, we're just hours away from kickoff for the 2018 Bulldog Bash weekend. Well, thousands are expected to pour into Starkville. With such a big crowd coming in, this means more officers on force. Our Quentin Smith spoke with Starkville Police. And Quentin, what are they doing to make sure that everyone has fun but a safe weekend?
Well, Scott, police are beefing up patrols and adding extra boots on the ground. The department is also bringing in extra officers from other departments to help them out. Now, police say they do want everyone to have fun, but keeping everyone safe is their #1 priority. The calm before the storm. This is how historic downtown Starkville looks 24 hours before Bulldog Bash. However, it won't be this way for long.
For Bulldog Bash, we're expecting thousands of people to flood Main Street.
These are the images from last year's Bulldog Bash. And with visitors pouring in from all over, police say there could be an even bigger crowd this year.
Typically, we do have travelers from all over. Some just come for the event, the Bulldog Bash event, the main concert. You know, this is one of the largest, if not the largest in Mississippi, outdoor concert that's free.
To help control the crowd, Corporal Brandon Lovelady says majority of Starkville police will be working the event. The department is also bringing in officers from the Mississippi State Police Department to lend a helping hand.
There's certain downtown areas that are dense with buildings and things, and people will be passing through them outside of the event area. They're tasked to patrol all these areas, whether they be parking lots, any dark places outside of the event area. That's kind of the things they're going to do. They can move faster. They can cover a lot more ground.
Police will also have access control at the main entrances of Lampkin and Lafayette Street to ensure everyone has a fun and safe time during the concert.
There we'll have walk-through metal detectors, we'll be wanding, we'll be checking for firearms and illegal substances. We'll also be doing random bag inspections to ensure everyone's safe throughout the event.
Now, for more information about parking and street closures for this weekend's festivities, just visit our website at WCBI.com.
Well, we are expecting those low temperatures to stay pretty low tonight. Right now, they are sitting in the middle 60s across the area. That is going to stick around as we go into the morning hours. Some of us could even top out in the upper 50s or bottom out in the upper 50s. I'll have your full forecast coming up later.
Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Jacob Riley.
Well, good Thursday afternoon. Sorry, I'm trying to rush into the weekend. It is pretty comfortable out there right now, sitting in the middle 60s. Even have a few lower 60s up there in Lafayette County near Oxford. That fall weather is here to stay for at least a couple of more days in our area. We did have that cold front moving through. Looking at our Alpha Insurance time lapse earlier today, those clouds you see move across right there, that's when that cold front came through, bringing in some much cooler weather and drier air with it, which is going to allow us to feel a little bit more like fall. So some apple cider wouldn't be too bad of a thing tonight. Right now on radar, that rain has pushed off to our south and east across portions of Alabama, leaving us dry, and we will stay that way as we go throughout the remainder of tonight and on into the weekend as well. That cold front here is positioned over Alabama and Georgia. It will continue to pull off to the south and east. That high pressure builds into our north, bringing some drier air for us on through the weekend. But as we head into next week, we could see a few more rain showers begin to push back up into northeastern Mississippi and western Alabama. That rain then will not be as heavy as what we saw this past week, but we could see a few more showers and storms. For your Thursday night, look at this. Upper portions of our area get down into the middle 50s. So that drier air is really helping us to feel a lot more like fall. Further down to the south and east, we will get down to the middle to lower 60s. So a lot more comfortable and more closer to average for this time of year. The weather will be tonight. And for your Friday, we will struggle to hit 80 degrees for most areas. 79 your high in Pontotoc, 81 your daytime high down there in Aberdeen. So that fall air is here to stay at least for a little while. For Friday, across the Golden Triangle region, we'll top out around 82 near Carthage, 79 near Carrollton, and 79 for you folks there in West Point as well. So it is a lot more comfortable. Those rain chances are going to remain around 0% tomorrow. Those winds staying out of the north, which is going to keep us feeling dry at 81 there in Fayette, Alabama. So not that muggy humidity that we've been feeling over the past couple of days. It will be a little more drier and a lot more comfortable. But that cold front we had moved through has allowed for this trough to dip down just far enough for us to feel a little bit drier. But as we head on into next week, we have this high pressure system that's going to begin to pull its way back up towards our area, making it a little bit more muggy and a little bit more warmer than what we're used to for this time of year. So it will be a little bit uncomfortable, but for your 7-day forecast, you'll see those rain chances stay dry now through the weekend. We could see a sprinkle or storm there on Monday and Tuesday, and then things will warm back up for the end of next week. We'll have more coming up after the break.
Welcome back, everyone. Allergy sufferers are always looking for ways to deal with allergies. There's actually steps that you can take at home, from making those changes in your home, to your behavior. We learn more, some ways to better manage those fall allergies in our Health Talk with Baptist.
How can you protect yourself against fall allergies? Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Garner, and I'm part of the otolaryngology team at Baptist Memorial Hospital, Golden Triangle. If you have fall allergies, there are some steps you can take to manage your symptoms. Stay inside with the doors and windows closed when pollen is at its peak, and keep a close check on pollen counts in your area. Before you turn your heat on for the first time, clean your heating vents and change the filter. Bits of mold and other allergens can get trapped in the vents over the summer and will fill the air as soon as you start the heating unit. Other steps you can take include use a HEPA filter in your heating system to remove pollen, mold, and other particles from the air. Use a dehumidifier if you need to keep your air between 35% and 50% humidity. Wear a mask when you rake leaves so you don't breathe in mold spores. Remove pollen from your skin and hair by showering frequently. Dry your clothes inside in the dryer instead of hanging clothes outside. Have decaying leaves removed from your yard and gutters. If your symptoms of sneezing, runny nose, or itchy and watery eyes get worse in the fall, you probably have an outdoor fall allergy. 80% of people with seasonal allergies complain about these symptoms, as well as problems with sleeping, being tired, having poor concentration, and decreased productivity at school or work. But the good news is treatment's available. Having your allergies properly identified and treated will help you and your family enjoy the season. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital Golden Triangle.
The Calhoun City Wildcats with an opportunity to pick up another win at home tonight against Philadelphia. Catch those highlights coming up next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
It's time to honor those who do the dirty work on the power lines and also in the trenches. It's our Lineman of the Week.
New Albany Lineman of the Week is brought to you by New Albany Light Gas and Water.
Tonight's Lineman of the Week with Okolona is Timmy Camp. Timmy has 26 years of service with the City of Okolona Electric Department. Another big win for the Chieftains, going 5-1 on, oh wait, no, just kidding, this is the Myrtle Hawks. So the Myrtle Hawks going 54-22 in that win against Thrasher last week. They had 8 rushing touchdowns, not to mention they have 6 sacks this season, so doing plenty on the defensive side of things as well. They're also, tomorrow they're going to be playing a nice home game against Hickory Flat, so sure to get a nice win for that game. Make sure you tune into the End Zone to check out that game.
Tonight's Lineman of the Week is brought to you by the City of Okolona Electric Department.
Here's Okolona. Tonight's Lineman of the Week with Okolona is Timmy Camp. Timmy has 26 years of service, like I said earlier, with the City of Okolona Electric Department. Another big win for the Chieftains, going 5-1 on the season right now. That win was 52-14 over Faulkner last week. They had 5 rushing touchdowns in that win. They also have 6 sacks this season, so we're seeing plenty of good things from both sides of the ball. Their game tomorrow is going to be on the road at Smithville, so again, make sure you're tuned into the End Zone to catch all of those highlights, and that should also be a good game. To a playoff rematch tonight between Calhoun City and Philadelphia. Hayden Goodson getting things going for the Wildcats early. Takes the handoff. He's going to take it 30 yards into Tornadoes territory. But the drive would later on stall and end with a missed field goal. But no points hurting there. Asher Morgan finds Latierdrick Griffin, gets the block, and he's gone 80 yards to the house. The Tornadoes take a 7-0 lead there. Wildcats looking to answer back. Chadarius Hill push pass to Ferry Campbell. Check out the spin move. Campbell rumbles into plus territory. And 2 plays later, we're going to see Jay Bailey get to the edge here. But he's not able to get very far. He's going to fumble the ball, and Philadelphia would recover it. Wildcats would get it rolling, though, in the second half, scoring 15 unanswered to take down the Tornadoes with a final score tonight, 15-7 to top off your Thursday night football. Now over to Fulton. Northeast on the road tonight, taking on the ICC Indians. Early on for ICC, North Pontotic's Clark Mills back to pass. It's going to find Caledonia's Demel Thomas for the 42-yard TD. Indians take a 7-0 lead early. And after a Northeast stop, Indians back on offense. Oxford's Hiram Wadlington gets the handoff, breaks a tackle, gets out of bounds at the Tigers' 10-yard line. And we're going to see Wadlington build some more momentum on later here. He's going to get it again, and take it 2 yards in for the score. ICC extending that lead 14-0. Northeast turn now. Zach Oden rolls to the right, finds a Curious Mosley on the pass and catch. Later on, Northeast, but he's going to get dropped there. And then later on, Northeast attempting a field goal. Michael Bogus kick goes wide left, and it's not going to be good. Folks, it's still in double overtime. So don't have the score for you. It's still, I'll try to get that for you later. You can check on the website for that final score. Well, the Ole Miss Rebels are taking the just kidding, that's going to be it for sports. We'll have your last look after the break. Stick with us.
Well, your 7-day forecast is looking dry through the weekend. We will top out there in the middle 80s for Saturday and Sunday, looking dry for the Mississippi State-Florida game there in Starkville. Then as we go into Monday and Tuesday, we could see a few more scattered storms return to our area, and we will begin to warm up towards the end of the next week.
I'm just glad it's not going to rain Saturday. I've got my tickets. I'm ready to go. Courtney's over here. I know she's like, I want to go, but she has to work, so she'll be there just working it. So
it'll be fun regardless.
It definitely will. All right, thanks, Jacob. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.